Okay, I'm gonna start recording right now. Just waiting for the 7 o'clock to start streaming. Copy link. And it is 7 o'clock, so we are streaming, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Howdy. And it looks like I might be the only one here for tonight. Exciting. Yay. But anywho, just getting everything set, everything ready for another fantastic edition of F1 Tier 2 racing at the Average American F1 League. Woo! I also need to set up the grid. Let's see. Aries goes down, and then it's Mateo. Oh. Okay, then it's Kira. Oh, Kian Ways. Then it's Jay. Then Mustard, who doesn't seem to be here at the moment, so let's see. Then it's Red. After Red, it's Hope. After Hope, it is Baseball. And we got Septic here. Woo! I'm not gonna be the only one.
Here.
Okay, boys, and that it is supposed to be Rio, but they're not here currently. We got FaZe, and then we got iFunk. Alright, currently that should be the grid. If we're not missing anyone, looks like we're missing Lumen. He's in the VC. There he is. I was gonna say I just need to find him, but he just popped up right there as soon as I was about to say it. Oh man, I was doing some rushing before all of this.
I was just playing Roblox.
I had a few things that I needed to do. Oh, okay. What is friggin' Sip saying? Where's his invite? If he's gonna commentate, then sure. But I also need to invite you, Septic, since you're commentating.
I'm already in.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, I can just join off your profile.
Oh, okay. Lumen, what do you mean? I sent you the invite. Do I need to send you a game? Like Xbox invite? Let's see. Do I even have you on Xbox, or were you PS?
He might be PS.
Yeah, looks like it. Okay, so
I might go grab some race snacks actually real quick while you get them in. In fact, I'm gonna go do that. Go grab some nuts or something.
Okay, Lumen's in here. Now I need a. Jeez, freaking Discord just blowing up. Okay, let's see. Lumen, use join, septic. I don't know why you're. Oh, you didn't even select spectate. That's why. Lumen, you are just ahead of phase. Okay, that should be fair. Not fair, but it should be correct. We just need to wait for our septic to return so we can. But in the meantime, we can play the intro, ladies and gentlemen. Yay! Contact from the Williams. Oh, the McLaren goes for a move. Oh my goodness. Oh my good gracious. And up there go, tires screaming towards turn one. Who will come out on top, ladies and gentlemen? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode, another edition, another fantastic addition to this race weekend at the Average American F1 League. We are taking it back to Jeddah here. 50 laps, divide that by half. That's how many laps we're going. 27 corners here at the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be exciting. This is going to be epic. I can't wait to see what we're able to get with today, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. As I said, a little quick intro, so I couldn't exactly get all the words I was gonna say out quick enough. But anyways, we are here, we are back, and we are racing, ladies and gentlemen. Tier 2 at the Average American F1 League. And I just realized that has, for some reason, no audio. Actually, hold on. For some reason, it's not even picking up audio. Hold on. Ah, that's why. I forgot to set it back. There we go. That one. Properties. Xbox. Okay. That should be good. That should all be ready spaghetti. But ladies and gentlemen,
And we're gonna go.
Welcome back. We are here with Average American F1. Back at it again. Round 2, Season 2 at the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. I am here joined alongside with my co-host, Septic. And hopefully he'll actually say something this time.
Yes, I am saying things this time.
Woo! Let's go! And what is going on in the Discord?
I don't know. I muted that channel.
Any further ado, I think they're talking about Mustard, if he's gonna join or not. And it also looks like we got a person coming back. It is HTO Eric returning to the Tier 2 grid, joining as the Aston Martin. So let's see.
That's going to be interesting.
Yep. And again, without further ado, if you're watching Tier 2, if you're watching, please ready up. We are getting this underway. As Hope is trying desperately to get his teammate to join.
I was like, I'm trying to at Tier 2, and it wasn't letting me, and I was like, okay.
Oh my gosh, I'm already being told in the Twitch comments, more enthusiasm. Alright, in that case, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, back to another edition, another rendition. Well,
Is
yeah,
Mateo
another
in?
edition. Yes, Mateo is in.
Okay, just making sure, because he sent me a friend request, and I'm like, wait, do we need to get Mateo in? Wait.
But ladies and gentlemen, we are back to racing speed. Woo! And as I said before, I am here joined alongside the tier 2 the debut season tier 2 champion last season, Septic.
Hello, everybody.
Now, Septic, as per usual, before the race starts, what are your predictions?
Personally, I think iFunk is obviously going to be in the front, but I think it's going to be really interesting to see the interactions between the two Brazilians, considering they're not on the same team anymore.
Yes, no longer on the same team, at each other's throats this time. This is going to be absolutely exciting to see.
It's the opposite of what happened between me and Cow. We went from being rivals to being teammates. These guys went from teammates to being rivals.
Yep. Ooh, let's see how this goes. And iFunk, tier 1 runner-up last season, is unable to go into tier 1 due to scheduling conflicts, is now here in tier 2. He's going to be given some disadvantages throughout the season because he is obviously way quicker than everyone here. Heck, he was way quicker than me, so that's all I know. But other than that, we can discuss all that later on. Right now, iFunk is going to be starting on the front row alongside Tio Eric, last season's runner-up in the championship. For this race, though, iFunk, I'm not sure what setup he chose, but he is going to be given half points for this race. That is his disadvantage for this race. So let's see what he's able to do with that Alpine.
Lumian's up in third, so this is going to be an interesting race start.
Yep, Lumen DNF during last week's race, and due to that is able to get a higher position than most of those that actually finished the race.
Well, you also did the tier 2 drivers dirty by running Netherlands reverse as the first race of the season.
Hey, Netherlands reverse gave us some excitement.
It did. It also gave us a chance to see Lumian's prowess once again.
Talk about prowess, here is FaZe Titanic, another tier 1 driver turned tier 2 because of scheduling conflicts. Here he is down into, oh wait, no, it wasn't scheduling. It was due to some things that happened on track last season. But he is still here, he is still racing, and he is still a force to be reckoned with.
The game recommending either a one stop from medium to hards or mediums to hards to another set of hards, which is interesting.
I mean, we know 2 people that are able to do that. One starting at
True.
the back of the grid, and the other one starting at the front.
Shame you're not in here, otherwise we'd be able to say 3.
I do not know how I'm able to just eke out every engine performance till they pop, but you know.
It's a trade secret.
It's a trade secret. And here they go, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, as they do not have qualifying, they
As
are
iFunk
given...
lines up in the wrong spot.
They are given the formation lap as they do not have, well, you know, qualifying. So here they go, ladies and gentlemen. Engines warm but cooling quickly. Engines roaring. And the tires are going screaming towards turn 1. It's lights out, and here we go. iFunk getting a good launch, but not good enough. He goes wheel to wheel with Tio Eric, the runner-up of last season, the 2 runner-ups, and as a Mercedes goes off into the barrier, that looks like it was the Mercedes of... Oh! The Mercedes of FaZe Titanic. I am sorry, Lumen. I was
Oh,
immediately
wow.
thinking it was you, but Lumen in
Lots
the
of
other Mercedes,
contact between
all the
these
way
three.
up to P2. What contact? Where?
Between Matsu Kian and Key. There's a big scrap back there. Dropped from the front of the pack all the way to the back.
And it looks like Mateo has suffered as he has a front end plate missing on his Williams.
Back up to the front though, iFunk catching quickly Lumion. No surprise there.
But the question is, will Lumen play a mobile chicane just long enough for Tio Eric to disappear in the distance? iFunk may need to give that position back. Oh, never mind. He actually got ahead beforehand, but he is actually giving the position to the Haas. Going around the long way at turn 27.
Oxyeri is trying to go around the outside of the final turn. Couldn't make it.
Mateo dives into the pits to get a brand new front wing and new tires as well. And so does the Mercedes of Face Titanic.
Red and Lumion scuffing up here. Oxyeri is looking for a dive down the inside. Can't find it.
Backs out of it. A dangerous spot to try to go for an overtake. Good on him to back out of that.
Got a 4-car train here all the way from Lumion to Once Hope.
Lumen and Once Hope were once teammates last season, and it looks like, oh, Oxyaris goes down the inside of Lumen to get an overtake, but Lumen is not backing down just yet, still side to side. Oh my goodness, I am surprised there wasn't any more contact made going through that section. Lumen survives to fight another day as Oxy Aries is being... Oh! iFunk given a 3-second time penalty.
Lumen actually racing very well this race.
Could this be Lumen's favorite track? I don't know, but... Oh! Lumen closes the door, maybe a little bit late, but... It doesn't
I think that will be a penalty.
Doesn't look like there was any damage still, so might be a minor penalty, but I'm no steward, so I don't know. As Lumen is overtaken by the Red Bull of Kian.
More time penalties already getting flown out.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, there is strict track limits enabled due to some not so clean racing last season. So there will be penalties going out to those around. As what is going on? Face Titanic parking it in the pit lane. Is he trying to get a safety car release?
I think he may just be retiring the car.
Back to the front of the grid, Tio Eric is doing a great job staying ahead of those behind him as iFunk is given another time penalty. How many penalties does he have now? 6 seconds of penalties.
Oxyaris almost just got spun by Lumi and almost pinched him into the wall.
Ooh. But it looks like the Haas driver is finally able to get ahead of the Mercedes. As it looks like Once Up is trying to also get ahead, but got ahead just a little too late and lost DRS. Oh, contact made from the V-Carb and Mercedes of Lumion. Lumion will be given a penalty for sure for that. 10 seconds of penalties has been given to the Mercedes.
We may have to know that that is the BS penalty. He was shoved off by Once Hope. Oh, we can't scrape that one off though.
iFunk is within DRS of the Aston Martin ahead of him, but
And Du Bois closing.
that is true. But currently, with that 6 seconds of time penalties, will not be finishing ahead of either driver. He is going to need to get on it and get ahead. As Face Titanic goes into the pits again, getting a new front wing.
Huh. Kian mixing a move on red. Might have been too early though, as he overtook before the DRS zone.
It would appear so, but that straight line speed on the Red Bull is astonishing. Even with DRS and battery usage, Red in the McLaren was not able to catch up to the Red Bull. Du Bois is starting to suffer from dirty air, as it looks like he's starting to lose out on time to those ahead, as iFunk in the Alpine goes wide again.
I think that Alpine might be having some suspension problems.
And due to all of this, it looks like Kian is slowly starting to catch up. As Face Titanic is behind, already lapped by lap 5.
Although it looks like Red is closing. He might make a move here, and he does.
He goes for a
Will
move.
it stick?
Easy.
It will definitely stick.
But was it too
can't
early,
know.
as Kian goes drifting out of turn 22? But he will
He's gonna
have
get that
DRS.
big DRS straight.
The question is, will he let the McLaren go through ahead of him so he can get that DRS? He doesn't, but he does have a better exit.
It's not gonna matter.
Ooh, contact made. As it stands, iFunk will be finishing on the podium, even with that 6-second time penalty, due to everyone else off the podium being outside of the 6-second gap. And the boys finally hit with the 3-second time penalty. He is going to be in danger.
I just realized, did Lumen pass Key?
It looks like Lumen might have actually got ahead of Keys, but he keeps going off track. Was that overtake done illegally?
Possibly. I didn't see a penalty for it.
Currently, as it stands, Lumen needs to get a 10-second gap to Key in order to, well, finish 7th. Honestly, with all these penalties and some of the contact made by the Mercedes of Lumen, he's actually doing pretty good.
iFunk goes on the inside of the last corner, makes a move.
But makes it too
Contact.
early, as, all
They
three
pulled the DRS
have
from the,
DRS due to the back marker.
iFunk makes the position stick, drifting through the first corner a little bit though.
Now this is critical moments, as iFunk needs to disappear into the lead to make sure he is able to keep the race win. But yet again, ladies and gentlemen, due to the disadvantage given to him, as Tio Eric actually makes contact with the wall. Ooh. Thankfully that wasn't any worse. But back to what I was saying, due to the disadvantage given to iFunk in the Alpine, if he wins the race, he'll be only awarded 12.5 points.
Are we still gonna round that up to 13? Just to keep things simpler for you.
We'll see when I actually start going into the points. It might give me the option to just do half points, but we'll see. For the time being, it looks like iFunk is losing some time through the corners. As Tio Eric is actually able to regain DRS, but is not gaining much time onto the Alpine.
The boys is right on the tail of Tio Eric. If either of them makes a mistake, it might be a double overtake for the boys.
That is true, as Eric is out of DRS, but has the inside line to turn 1 and is able to fend off the Haas driver for now. As we go...
One's hope's gonna make look for a move up the inside here, probably. No!
No.
He goes into the pits.
He goes into the pits. The only driver... Oh, so does Oxy Aries to get a new front wing. So far, the only drivers without any penalties is the Aston Martin of Eric, the Kick Sauber of Hope, the Williams of Mateo, the Haas of Aries, and the Mercedes of FaZe. They may not...
I need to take a look at the race director here.
They may not have all...
Take a look at the race director real quick.
Oh my god. You know, I am surprised at the amount of times I'm seeing warnings and not straight up penalties. Knowing
That's true.
Knowing, like, for us in Tier 1, as soon as Strict was enabled, everyone was getting a penalty for the slightest infractions.
Exactly. It's so weird seeing the difference in how it affects Tier 1 and Tier 2.
Yeah. Maybe Tier 2 is just better.
Eh. No, I think it's just easier for them to stay in the lines because they're going a bit slower.
We mock,
Of course, they have to go a bit slower.
Tio Eric in the Aston Martin is actually still keeping a good gap to iFunk in the Alpine. We know iFunk almost winning the championship, just barely losing it by 9 points at the end of Season 3, is actually not gaining too much time on the Aston Martin.
Tio Eric gaining 4/10 in the past few corners.
Once Up, no, is finally given a 3-second time.
Mateo. Titanic.
Oh, we've only got 2 drivers left without any penalties.
Cursed them.
The commentator's curse.
Will we see moving here? Nope.
Ooh!
Clean pass. Maybe. Or not.
Some
bit of contact
made, but will Eric be able to defend enough to the Aston Martin? Aston Martin has the inside line, but will compromise his exit. But due to the chicane aspect of 1, 2, and 3, is able to keep the position as he goes off, cutting the corner.
Both pit.
This is just bad. Look at the amount of time penalties.
The amount of time penalties, indeed.
Nice of you to show up, Cal.
I gotta go.
Lumen hit with a 10-second time penalty for speeding to the pits. Already having to serve that 10 seconds prior, is now having to spend another 10 seconds, which is guaranteed to be spent as he goes on to another set of mediums. 2-stop strategy for the Mercedes. Or maybe this is just a ploy so he can try to get his teammate in the other Mercedes back into the fray.
Who knows? The boy's using all of his ERS to get the overtake done on Tio Eric here.
But isn't quite able to get it. And
Oh, he
the
gets
boys gets ahead, but at the cost. Oh, never mind. I was about to say at the cost of DRS, but Eric actually goes into the pits.
that. Yes, the the pit window opened last lap. So the boys is going long on these tires. That might have worked out perfectly for Tio Eric because he gets to pit and force the boys to go around another lap.
Yep.
Eh.
Tio Eric goes back out on brand new hard tires. Is he going all the way to the end? That will
Oxy
be
Aries fighting
a
down the main
lot.
street. Never mind, they go to pit.
Every time we're about to start commentating on some action, it's they go to the pit.
Everybody's very spread out on track now. I think we might start to see some back markers. Although Tio Eric looks like he is
another
flying.
3-second time penalty.
Tio Eric is flying on those new hards. He recharged his battery. I think we might see a fastest lap from him here pretty soon.
That is true indeed. Matter of fact, who has the fastest lap currently? That is Oxy Aries in the Haas with a 132.625. Tio Eric, having to pit, actually managed to recharge his batteries from 14% all the way to 100 by the time he finished the first sector. Did iFunk pit? The boys is ahead
Yeah, he pit
of
at the same
iFunk.
time. They're both on 0 lap old hards, so yeah.
Oh,
iFunk and Tio Eric pit on the same lap.
okay. Now this is the pressure point. Is the Aston Martin able to undercut the Haas? It looks like
Absolutely.
it is easy for the Brazilian. Fresher tires
Oxy Aries still holding
and
on.
more battery. The Brazilian might be able to just disappear into the distance.
The boys absolutely rev bombing 5th gear.
Trying all he can to try to build up temperature into those tires as quickly as possible. And it looks like it might be working. Yeah, it looks like it might be working for the American driver as he's already catching up to Eric. So far, the only drivers close to each other is the boys and Eric. And this battling that's about to proceed between Eric and the boys is going to be losing them ground to iFunk in the lead. As iFunk sets on fastest lap, already demonstrating that he is going to be the force to be reckoned with. Tio Eric is going to be desperate to get ahead to stay within 9 seconds of iFunk in order to be
Which he
given
very
the
well
race
might be
win.
able to do. The boys with a massive deficit on ERS compared to Tio Eric.
Incredible. 40% down on battery. Over double the Haas drivers. As we've been commentating on that, something that needs to be brought up, the other Brazilian of Key and Waste has actually been slowly clawing out time to those ahead of him. What was once
Although
a
at this
7-second gap is now down to 4.
Although at this rate, I don't know if slowly is the right word. I just saw him gain 2/10. And he lost 2/10. Who knows at this point?
To think, if Kian Ways didn't, and Lumen's got another penalty. If Kian didn't have to fight so hard against the McLaren of red, Kian might be in this fight for the podium position.
You know, I think this battle between Tio Eric and Du Bois is actually helping them gain a gap to Kian with all the DRS on the straightaways.
No! Eric hit with the 3-second time penalty, so
Just barely going over the line into turn 1.
So now it is make or break. He cannot rely on penalties to give him a position at the end. And due to this penalty, neither of them are in contention of winning the race anymore. Unless iFunk decides to be, I don't know, wild and make the race interesting, giving himself another time penalty. Tio Eric is losing a massive amount of time. Yet again, he is not using battery for some reason. Sitting
You know, I noticed he is rev bombing a lot of these gears. Or not rev bombing, but he is stretching them out. I think he might be missing out on shifts here.
It might be.
Mateo finally caught up with Key.
Mateo, another driver who at times isn't the cleanest, but he does have pace. He does have speed. So will he be able to overtake a fellow driver with 6 seconds of penalties? Oh, hold on. Talk about 6 seconds of time penalties. If Oxy Aries is able to call out just a little bit more time, he might gain an extra position due to the penalties of red. As Mateo overtakes the V-Carb. Is this going to be the fight we're eyeballing for the rest of the race?
Most likely.
As it doesn't
Tio
seem
Eric
like.
losing a lot of time to Du Bois.
Was
2.5 seconds down now.
Was he pushing a little too hard? Or is he just not using enough battery? Still, every time going through the beginning part of Sector 2 is sitting at 100% battery. Is this hurting his strategy? Hurting his race? Hurting his pace?
It could be. And while we were talking, I didn't even notice that Mateo gets past Key. And it looks like he's on his way to hunt down Aries, possibly.
Possibly. 15.2 seconds is the gap, or was the gap. Mateo's actually gaining and losing.
Actually,
okay, never mind.
Aries is in danger here. He's on 7-lap-old mediums, but Mateo's on brand new hards.
Mateo, Oxy, going for a 2-stop? Matter of fact, as
Speaking
you mentioned
of.
it, he's going into the pits.
Not wanting to lose any more time.
At this rate, it looks like he will be coming out between the V-Carb and Kick in 8th and 9th. But due to this late stop, due to this second pit stop, he's going to be having fresher tires compared to everyone on a rubbered-in track.
And he comes out right behind Key. He might be able to get a good overtake in here.
Now the question is, will there be a chance of a safety car, as it looks like DM Phase Titanic might be lapped a second time? Never mind. Well, he is lapped, but he goes into the pits.
Aries gets the move done. nice and early into his stint. He's got clean air ahead of him for the almost the remainder of the race, I could say. He's got a decent gap to Mateo. Once he passes Mateo, he's got a 23-second gap to Red.
Now the question is, do those ahead decide to pit again? How long have they been on these tires? 6
Not
laps,
very
5
long.
laps, 6, 7, 7, 5, 0, 8, 5, 6, 0. They could, all these hard tires might be able to go all the way to the end. But the question is, will they go to the end? Is there a second pit stop?
I think most of them will. The only people that we may have to worry about are Kian and Red, who stopped the earliest, as they're on the oldest tires. Key maybe also, as he's on 9-lap olds instead of 7-lap olds.
Ooh. Danger, danger, danger. Lumen hit with another 10-second time penalty for speeding into the pits.
Lumen, do better. You've got 29 seconds of penalties.
He's gotten 39 seconds of penalties in total.
39? Jeez. I think if we did a full race, we might see our first DSQ.
Don't know. I mean, Lumen's close to that, I'm assuming. As it looks like he's going to be...
60.
Looks like he's going to be... not undercut. What's the word I'm looking for? Going to be lapped by the Aston Martin of Tio Eric, who is just losing incredible amount of time to the
Aries,
board.
after 2 laps, already on the back end of Matu.
But Mateo does have more battery than the Haas, but he started using battery way too late. He does have the inside, but Oxy Aries just makes it look like it was nothing on those brand new hard tires just going around the outside.
As he also picks up fastest lap, a 10th faster than the previous.
Incredible stuff, and I didn't even realize my stream was being weird. Oxy Aries, the only driver out there without a time penalty. Watch him get one now because I said that.
Shouldn't have said anything, man. I'm gonna check a race director. How many warnings does he have?
I'm gonna guess either 1 or 2 warnings.
There's 1. There's 2. He only has 1 more warning until he gets a penalty.
Yep. Oh, Kean goes into the pits. One of our front runners dives into the pits, surprisingly.
Will Aries be able to undercut here? Or will Kean be able to come out just ahead? It looks like Kean's going to come out just ahead.
Come out just ahead. Well, I can't even say just ahead. That's a pretty big gap.
Well, with the pace that Aries been on, that gap might close really quick.
I'm not sure. Kean has come back out on brand new medium tires.
That is true. But will he make a mistake with the increase in grip, thinking he can push the car harder than he really can?
We will see. But the question now is, will Red answer the call and pit again? Or will he risk it, saying there's not enough laps for the Red Bull to catch back up?
Red's tires not looking horrible, though that front left is definitely a good bit of graining.
The rears, I think you need to look at the rears.
Oh.
Ooh, that's not looking great.
I think he may answer the call here, as he's running a higher downforce setup, only reaching 7th gear on that straightaway.
Ooh. And finally, an overtake has been done by the Mercedes as Face Titanic overtakes his teammate.
Wow, big lockup by Red into turn 1.
Red surprisingly doesn't go into the pits.
No, Kian looks like he's catching quick.
And Lumen hit with another 3-second time penalty.
Aries losing a lot of time, but keeping with, considering the tire difference.
That is true. Du Bois, if he was not given that 3-second time penalty for exceeding track limits, could actually be on for a race win here. 8.9 seconds is the gap to iFunk. Or has Du Bois been saving tire all the way to this point? Is he going to try to close that gap down to within 6 seconds?
Possibly. Aries gets his gap back down to 7 seconds from 7.8. Once Hope also catching Key as his tires are 3 laps younger. 12 laps versus 9 laps. He's going to be very slow at the end of this race.
That is true. I know in Tier 1 when we did this race all the way back in Season 1, tire wear was my enemy, preventing me from a race win. The question is, will that affect those on this track as well?
You know, I'm really amazed we haven't seen more wall taps here.
I'm surprised we haven't seen a DNF.
Not too. There's a lot of spots to do it.
Yep.
Especially on older tires where you think you can push and those slide out.
That is true indeed. Kian is the only driver out there teetering on the edge of no fuel.
Oh, wow. Although he is catching very quickly, or not very quickly, but catching to Red. He's dropped 3 seconds in the past 2 laps. At this rate, he might be able to make a pass before the end.
Kian needs to gain an additional 4.4 seconds on Red before the end of the race in order to gain P4. I like how earlier
well out in front.
I like how earlier I was giving praise to Du Bois in the Haas on gaining time on iFunk, but then iFunk decides, you know, I don't like how they're praising someone else. Let me start pushing a little more now.
I think we should do a fun limiter for iFunk next race. What's next on the calendar?
Next on the calendar, I don't know.
I'll check.
Alright. Ooh, here's a little something we can give iFunk. He's gonna hate it, but we could have him turn off, increase his, dead zone on his, throttle input.
That is just evil. Next up is Mexico.
Ooh. Mexico. No, Aries!
No.
No! Now it's
No one
make
left
or
on the
break
grid.
for Aries. Well, actually, Aries been losing time out to Kian Ways. But Oxy Aries, no. Could have been our only driver to not get any penalties this race. Unfortunately, barely crosses the line.
Key with another 3 second.
Key with another 3 second, 9 seconds of penalties. If Once Hope is able to just close the gap by, actually, yeah, by 3 seconds, Hope might get another position.
Although once out, somehow losing out time to Key, even though his tires are 3 laps newer.
Maybe his setup is more built for fresh tires than worn.
True that.
As
Keegan almost in the
Keegan-
gap that he needs.
Yep, almost just 1.5 seconds. 1.6 seconds left. 1.5 now. 1.6. He is so close. But the question is, will he push a little too much to get within that 3 seconds to give himself a time penalty? As Mateo is given a 3-second time penalty. Now, if Key is able to close the gap by 19.4 seconds, he is able to gain P7. Oh, I'm sorry.
There would have to be a massive crash on Mateo's part if that were to occur.
Something similar to that of Singapore. Talk about incredible hope. Kean Ways is only 7/10 away from gaining P4. A second away, never mind. Every time I open my mouth.
Red seems like he's pushing pretty hard here. Overtake out of every corner.
Or is Kean trying to conserve fuel now? Yep, he is lifting and
He
coasting
is.
into corners now. So close.
Wow.
He is in the red now.
And you know what? That's what killed me at, what was it last season? Monza. That's what killed me at Monza last season. I underfueled too much.
The man, the myth, the Brazilian. Typically the one we can look to for fuel saving. Was not quite able to save enough here in the end stages. Hold on. He's pushing.
No, he's actually still fuel saving. Me personally here, though, I'd be doing what he's starting to learn right now, which is you've got to use your battery a little bit to supplement that loss of power you're getting from not having enough fuel.
That is true. 3.8 seconds.
It's the last lap of the race. I didn't even notice it was the last lap.
All the way at the front of the pack. Been leading the race ever since lap 8, I believe? It sounds right. Lap 8.
So.
Has just gone off to just set an immense pace, showing that he does deserve to be in Tier 1, but due to scheduling conflicts is unable to. Could have been going for a redemption arc to regain that which was lost, that driver's championship.
I think we should give him the option next race to either run a ridiculous setup for full points or run a regular setup for half points. Oh wait, we can't do custom setups. Oh no, we kind of can. We can have him run minimum downforce. We can have him run 0-0 wings.
Ooh, Kian, as iFunk wins the race.
Kian lost out on a second this lap. Red giving it everything he's got.
Kian finally in low fuel mode. Losing
Red's
just a
tires
massive
looking
amount of time.
absolutely torn up.
Kian is going to need a miracle. Red locking up, DNFing, something.
Oh, there's a
Yes.
lockup, no DNF. And there's another 10 second for Lumen.
Well, he served. It says he served his 10 seconds.
Key's tires looking a lot better than I thought they would after 17 laps.
Ooh, Mateo goes into the wall, but bounces off of it. as we still have multiple drivers barely finishing Sector 2.
Wow. This race got very spread out very quickly.
Very quickly.
Oh, I just remembered something. Is Monaco on the schedule?
Not in Tier 2. Wait, hold on.
It is.
It is? Ooh! Haha! Oh, I expect a lot of penalties going through.
Now, Chris, one way to make this more interesting, we turn off ghosting for back markers.
There you go, oneself swerving to gain P9. So many drivers so close to getting multiple positions, but just due to unfortunate luck and missed calls and strategy, we're just a little too far from doing it. And there's the man, the myth, the legend, iFunk, winning the race and scoring a total of 12.5 points.
The pink Mercedes has returned.
The pink Mercedes has returned.
Don't
Man,
drop the controller.
I need to know what happened to the Brazilians. They've been quick every other race, but for some reason, this race was just not it for them.
Aries, the driver of the day.
I mean, good on him. P11 to P6.
It's a great race.
Very
And the
good
fastest
racer.
lap.
Now, unfortunately, we do not give out points for fastest lap.
Or cleanest driver, as I was once told. Shall we head over?
Yes, we shall head over.
I don't
Howdy,
think so.
Septic.
Howdy, iFunk.
Hey,
How
Chris.
does it feel to be
God damn
a
it.
Tier
Nah,
2
hey,
race
man.
winner?
Well, I'm just trying to do the around the world trick, you know. Win a race in every league.
A race in every tier.
Hey,
every
man.
league.
Yeah.
I
Make,
say we
make it
should-
tier 3 and I'll win that one too.
Nah, make iPhone start at the back, bro.
I'm fine with that. Yeah,
No,
make-
make
make
him
him
start
start in the
lap
whole
lap
Okay.
behind us.
Yeah, make him a
Make
lap
him-
down, bro.
Oh, okay, no, don't start me a
Chris.
lap down. That's unfair.
Chris,
That's
You have to
iFunk
have a
saying,
race.
start
You
me a
guys,
lap
because they
down
pit
as
four
he
times.
lapped both Mercedes twice.
They
Oh, that's
one of them
crazy.
hit
Well,
like
he
5
lapped
times.
Twice?
I pit
Yeah,
four
he did
times.
lap him.
I pit 4 times. So,
Ooh.
and I was only
You
one
pitted
lap
4
down.
times?
Yes, I did.
Yes.
What'd you
Should've only
do?
hit
Why did you
once.
hit 4
How?
times?
How?
I think
Because
what
I
Nah,
fair
I know
when
how
I
to
thing
hit
to
the
do
wall
was
like
maybe
start
like
of the lap.
make
Wait,
me
wait, stop
pit
talking.
an extra time. I think a fair disadvantage is make me pit an extra time or start me at the back every race.
Nah,
Or
put him on
make
inters.
put-
zero,
Put him
zero.
on inters just
Well, yet again,
Don't
this
put
is
me
the
on inters,
or-
bro. That's
this
like
is-
Put him on
10
inters,
seconds.
bro.
yet again, this is
Make
the
him-
first
no, make
race
him pit
for
3
iFunk.
times.
This is the first race of iFunk, so
And bro,
for
he
this
he
disadvantage,
cleared the whole.
he's only the disadvantage for iFunk this race is being awarded half points.
Okay,
said-
then I'll just
Okay.
keep
Chris,
trying.
I have a question.
That's most than all of us. That's most than others. That's still most than others.
Wait, how many points you got? Half points is 15. I got
iPhone,
4
iPhone.
points.
No,
That's
no,
my
no.
fault.
How would you
No, no.
feel
Hey,
about
I
zero,
iFunk
zero
is
wins?
the only
Think
one
about it
awarded
this
half.
way. Think about it this way. Even if I win the race, second place is getting more points than me, and third is getting the same.
We are not all getting second place though.
I know, but if someone gets second place,
Let's
position,
go.
they still win.
Okay.
They do better.
Like they're getting they're getting 6 more points than I am. Like it's, wait, no,
Chris.
Yeah.
Okay.
second gets 15 or 20
You
or
should
something.
make
I don't know.
iFunk use every assist because he said he's
No.
bad at that.
Heck no.
Like I said,
I say
this is
that
just
he
the
has
Making
to
making
hit
it
at least 3
unwinnable
times.
isn't a challenge. It has to be like still possible. It just has to
Who
be
run
difficult.
0-0
Yeah.
wings?
Yeah, 0.000001.
Yeah, like that's possible.
Yeah.
Wait,
Zero, zero wins, that's
wait.
possible.
Wait, I say that he should pit at least 3 times a race. Anything else? Yes, at least.
Nah, I'll say.
Dude, if I
uh,
pit 3 times this race, I'm in like 6th.
Yeah.
Okay, then 4.
Like I said, we are still
What?
we're still workshopping some ideas for for disadvantages for iFunk, the runner-up of tier 1.
Personally, if I didn't spin out, I would have been like second because I was
Yeah,
catching
yeah,
everybody.
yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah, I saw that. What the fuck
Yeah,
happened
You, I
there?
don't know what happened, bro. I just saw you in the wall.
Yeah.
I kind of accelerated a little bit too fast.
Yeah, bro. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro. My bad hope, bro. I
Oh,
don't
you're
know
fine.
what happened in that on turn 1, bro. I don't even know what happened there.
You mean it was on turn 5? It was on turn 1, but you're fine.
Yeah, turn 1. Yeah, turn 1, bro. Golly,
Honestly, I really get it.
bro. It was bro.
I get
Like
it.
I tried to turn in, and then I'm trying to turn right, and I literally hit his whole side pod.
Well then,
But hey, bro.
yet
I
again,
kind of
Mhm.
massacred
All right,
someone
little
from
turn
lap
back?
1. I forget who it was, but I've ruined. I think it was one of the Mercedes. I like. I don't know what happened.
Lumen.
I couldn't see. Was it Lumen?
Yeah,
Probably.
that's fun. Lap 1,
Oh, okay,
turn
yeah,
2.
yeah.
I'm not
That's
gonna lie.
fine.
If
Turn
it's any
2, I
contact
didn't
with a
spin anybody
Mercedes,
turn
always
2, I
assume
think.
Lumen. Always
spun-
assume
no, I
Lumen if
spun
there's
turn
any
2.
contact with a
No, I
Mercedes.
spun one of the Mercs at like the end of the lap.
I said I spun turn 2, so it was Lumen.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Any contact with a Mercedes, just assume it's a Lumen. And yeah,
Game, bro.
any contact. Lumen was a pain in my ass this race, mainly because he held up me and Key.
For real.
He wanted to play the masterclass defense whenever we're behind him.
He's been taking lessons from Chris.
Fuck you, Chris.
I haven't even been doing anything.
Okay, bye guys.
No, it dead ass felt like I was racing against Chris. That shit was annoying. I feel like if I
There
wasn't
was
stuck
so many
behind him,
penalties on the first lap.
Oh, Key.
Oh my bro,
I got the clip of Lumen running into turn 1 of like lap 15 or something.
bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. That was. I don't even know what happened there, bro.
It was lap 4. It was lap 4.
Lap 4, yeah,
Group
bro.
of
That
y'all,
was so
freaking
stupid,
Aries to Key, y'all were fighting, and you were just absolutely shoving each other out of the way.
bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was like, you know what, bro? I had to go for it. Bro. I couldn't do nothing.
Yeah.
I
I'm
had
not
to
gonna
go
lie,
for it.
he should have stuck to the side. He didn't need to be in the middle.
I
Yeah,
watched
I
you
don't
guys
know.
drop from 5th place to the back of the grid.
I'm telling you, it's the Lumen. I'm telling you. When
Guys,
Lumen holds you up,
it was
it's
once
fucked.
hold leading the fucking pack. I'm talking
I'm not gonna lie,
first
my
lap,
tires
like turn 4.
My tires are degrading. My tires are degrading fast.
Lap
So
1? That's crazy.
Oh, lap 1. Oh, yeah, I'm just unlucky and slow. I'm unlucky and slow. So
Bro, I had a Charlie horse in my braking foot during the race.
you're on pedals.
Yeah, dude, it was my
So
bra-
real.
it was my left foot, bro. I was trying not to brake too hard and not slam the shit. It was hurting so bad.
Why is your mic so loud?
Is tier 1 tomorrow?
Mine? Here, I can turn it down. Hold on.
Yes.
No, it's fine.
Uh,
I turned you down. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I guess I ain't gonna lie.
You-
I'm gonna take a guess. I think it's Monaco. That's what I think.
Monaco in full wet
Baku.
conditions with no assists.
No, that was crazy.
Monaco
we
is
gonna
on the
have
schedule.
I
on
think
the
that'd
schedule
be
for
a
tier 1.
fun special event.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm manifesting probably I'm gonna be out by lap 5.
And ladies and
I
gentlemen,
said that last week and I wrecked lap 4.
and with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to sign off. And as tradition, we're going to get final words from all of our drivers, starting with Babatunde, Oxy Aries.
dude, why am I always first? You make me nervous.
I'm just going based off the VC.
Oh,
Because
okay.
alphabetically, you are the first one.
I don't know, man. I guess good race. I fucked up my strategy. I didn't expect that much tire wear. I did bump into the back of Matu, which he did you know, call me out for in the Discord. Which I do apologize for that if you're still here. Yeah, I feel like I could have maybe fought for a better spot if I wasn't stuck behind Chris's disciple, Lumion. Yeah, that's about it. It was a fun race. Unfortunate, but shit, we'll get him next time.
Okay.
Always next.
Baseball Nick.
Don't break turn 1. See you next time.
Jay.
Don't break turn 1. What?
It was a good race, boys. I had some good fights. I almost died a couple times. I'll say that. It was a good race, though, man. That was a really good race, though. Thank you for having me for this race. Now go.
Yep. iFunk. Perfect. Kira. Kian.
Nice race, guys. It was pretty ass for me because I did underfuel a lot. So half of the race I was trying to keep up with the McLaren and trying to get the fuck out of Oxy because he was like a bullet. But thank you, Lumen, for fuck up Oxy races too. He did play some Red Bull shit right here because I think if it wasn't Lumen, probably Oxy would go that 5th place and not me. And that's it. Nice race and let's go.
All right. And finally,
we gotta have him speak last next race.
Hope.
This race, it wasn't the best. Only came out with only 2 points, which is sad. I wish my teammate was here. He sadly arrived late. Hopefully next time I don't get stuck behind Lumen.
And from our Season 1 champion, Septic, would you mind signing us off?
Great race this week, everybody. There will definitely be penalties handed out. And we will see y'all next week.
Goodbye, ladies and gentlemen.
Adios.
See y'all, boys. See y'all, boys, man.
See ya.
Yeah, Lumen's definitely gonna get a
Alright.
penalty.
Yeah, I'm getting a penalty most definitely. I'm not gonna lie. I'm definitely getting a
Why
penalty.
Well, I don't know about you because I didn't record yours.
I'm not getting a penalty.
I didn't record yours, so.
Hey, Hope. I didn't even touch you, my boy. So
Oh, I might have gotten it. We'll see.
didn't even touch my boy. I ain't gonna lie.
I was
Don't even do that.
watching y'all battle the whole time.
Oh, bro, we was going at it. I ain't gonna lie. We was going at it for like 3 laps straight.
Yeah, me,
30
Key,
laps?
and
No, like 3 laps.
more like 6.
Okay.
It was more
I
like
was gonna
6.
say
Yeah.
the race is 25 laps. I'd be impressed if you managed to get an extra 5 in there.
Yeah, it was mainly me,